Okay, so first of all we drew this, we're drawing this over here. Now we use point O, which is there, and we see that's half of the pentagon, and that is 35 because all sides are 35. Okay, but now we need to draw the actual pentagon. So first step for that is bisect that line. So that is 3/4 of that line. Even though we already have a center of it, still need to do it so that they can see how you got it. Okay, and there we go. And then we draw a line through those 2 points like that. Okay, and if I zoom in here now, you'll be able to see better. See? Arc, arc, line through those 2 points. Okay, so that is. Okay, now we draw a perpendicular line over there, right? How do we do that?
You get your right angle triangle.
Okay, so that's what we need, but we need it over here. Okay, you can't just go and take your set square like that and pull it there and think, okay, cool, that's 90 degrees. That's perpendicular line. It's not going to be right. Okay, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can go see, first of all, if this line over there meets with any of your triangles. So you see it does. Okay, so that line over there goes on that degree. Okay, so then you just go to the edge of that and go draw in a line. Now that's the easiest way to do that perpendicular line. Another way to do that is to take both your set squares. Okay, you go in here, you set your set square to that line. Okay, put this one on underneath, then you pull this one down like that, and then you can go and.
Isn't that just more complicated?
Yes, it is complicated. But if you're if your set squares, sometimes they won't go and exactly, then it's not going to work. Okay. Okay, so now you've gotten your perpendicular line there, right? What's the next step? So, next step is measure the length of that baseline, and then you draw an arc to that perpendicular line that you just drew. Okay, as you can see, it's over there. Okay, so do that for me. If I zoom in for you, you can see better. So there, you see, got my arc going to my perpendicular line. Okay. Okay, so next step is setting your compass from the middle point to that arc that we just made on the perpendicular line, right? And then drawing a line down like that. As you can see, if I zoom in, it's on that line over there. Okay. So if you see now, you take your compass again and you measure from that point over there to that point that you just made. Okay? Over there. Okay? And then you go draw an arc to the middle line. Okay. And then you can actually go and put it over there and draw another arc, and you'll see they'll match up at the top. You see that? If I zoom in, you see arc there, they match up in the middle there at the top. Okay, so we zoom out again. Okay, so now we're taking length over here at the bottom, this length here. Okay, and then from each point you're drawing an arc up to those big arcs that we just drew. Okay, again this side. If I zoom in, you'll see I've taken an arc from here to that arc, and an arc from here to that arc. Okay? Now, all you have to do is draw and then you have your
Oh no, they're wrong.
and you'll see each side is 35. Check, I'll show you. See, that's 35, that's 35, they're all 35. Okay, so that's how you do a pentagon. So now we need a, sorry, see that over there? We need that in there now. But what do? We need the XY line. Okay, and like I always say, if you're drawing the XY line, just make it 5 millimeters away, because you don't need anything more than that. Okay, 5 millimeters on the XY, on the pentagon, top of the pentagon. Draw in an arc of 5 millimeters, and then you can do the same thing over here. Again, 5 millimeters. That way, if I show you now, like this. You see there, I've got my XY line, and you'll see there's another mark over here. That's where I'm going to start doing this drawing here. Okay, so if you see now, another 5 millimeters away from the XY line, we're going to draw in a line like that. Okay, and then the pentagon itself. Okay, so now we need these lines to come through. So we've already got that line coming through over here, like that. Then another one over here from that point coming through, and then the top point coming through. So now we've got those 3 lines coming through. Okay, and now we go and we look. Okay, cool, this thing is 30 degrees, but we've already set our set square, and we've seen, okay, it is drawn at 30 degrees, so therefore this is automatically 30 degrees when we draw it in. Okay, then we see over here it says 40 millimeters. Okay, so we go and measure in over here, 40 millimeters, and we can go draw.
No, I already did that.
What's that?
It's not really.
So if you see there now, that's what I've got. Should look like that. Okay, so that's the given view that they've given us. And now we have to go and draw in one more thing. What would that be?
The different angles.
My cutting plane. So that is that AA line going through these 2 points. And we mark it A. Okay, so now we have done. What? The given front view. Okay, so there we go. We can go tick that off. That's done. Okay, now we want the sectional
Top view.
Yeah.
sectional top view.
Sure.
So, which view is that? Why is the top view of this drawing below the drawing and not above it?
Because they're the same size.
No. Simple question. The reason that the top view is at the bottom and not the top is because we're using first angle orthographic projection. Okay.
Angle graphic projection.
Yes. So remember, first angle orthographic projection is where that symbol is in front. If the circle was in front, it would be third angle. Okay? So this is first angle orthographic projection. With first angle orthographic projection, our top view is at the bottom and our front view is at the top. With third point, with third angle projection, right? Top view is at the top and front view is at the bottom. Okay. So now you must pay very close attention to what I'm going to do here. This is very important. Okay, so first of all, what did I say when we put in an XY line?
You have to keep it 5 millimeters.
5 millimeters apart. Okay, so measure 5 millimeters with my compass, and then the lowest point of my drawing. So over here, I measure 5 millimeters, and I can put that in over there. Okay, so I'll go draw in my XY line over here. See what I've done now?
I don't understand. So
What don't you understand?
so aggressive when you say that. So when they say with the that bottom line there, why isn't that thing also 30 degrees?
Like this.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
Okay. Any external XY lines, make them straight. Okay. That's only at an angle because that's how it's drawn.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you look there, see? Straight over there, straight over there. Okay, so here we go. Now we want to draw in this XY line, and if I draw it in like this, is this right?
No.
No, because it's too long on this side. Okay, I just need that point over there to come through, that's it. If it goes any further than that, it's waste. Okay, so we want our furthest points to be able to go through it. Okay, so that's over here and over here. That's all. What do we name this line? We've already got an XY. What do we name this one? X1, Y1. Okay, so each one is, if it's a second XY line, it's X1, Y1. It's the third XY line, X2, Y2. Okay, we keep doing it like that. Now, first of all, what we do now is, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. What we do now is, every single one of these, we want to bring them down. But before we do that, so that you do not get confused, you want to go and label this. Okay, so we go and label this. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we go and label it onto this drawing here. Okay, so that means this is 4, this is 3/5, and this is 1/2, 1/2. Okay, you understand? Okay, so now we have our labels in. So now we go and take all these lines downward.
Ooh.
Now remember, you need to be paying attention to what I'm doing here, because this is work you're going to be doing from now until matric. Okay. So now I've taken all of these lines down, all the ones that I need. Okay. So next step is
you have to draw that 90-degree angle and go.
No, don't need to do that yet. Okay. First of all, what we're going to do now, we're using our compass the entire time. This is very important. We need a compass to do this work. Okay. It's very, very, very important. So, first of all, we measure like this. Look what I'm doing. We're measuring metal point on 4 over here, and we measure to the XY line. Not to this 4, to the XY line. Okay, now we measure that. Now remember, we just measured from 4. Okay, so that means that 4, we follow it onto that XY line, put the metal point on the XY line, and mark off. But there's another 4, so we go there and mark off. Okay, so now we've marked that that is 4 and 4. So therefore we go and make a small mark there. That's 4 and that's 4. Okay, so you have to go and label them after you've made the points. So that's 4 and that's 4. Okay, now again we measure from 3 over here to the XY line. Okay, then follow 3 to the XY, mark there, 3, mark there. So we've got these 2 marks at the bottom. Okay, measure, label it 3 and 3. Okay, next one is what? 2. Let's say 2. Okay, so 2, measure from 2 to the XY line, and then 2 over here, there, 2 over here, okay, 2 and 2. So that's what you're going to be doing for every single line. So let me finish this for you quickly. So 1, 1, measure 1, here's the second one, measure 1 and 1, and we need one more. What is that? 5. So now here's 5 over here. See, it's about 5 millimeters away. There, 5 goes there, and 5 goes there. And then we can go and 5 and 5. So now we have all our marks that we need to be able to draw what we need to draw in here. Okay, I need you to pay close attention to what I'm going to do now. Okay, because if you don't do this right, then it's going to look weird, and you're not going to be able to get this answer for this question right. Okay, so now we know that this is one face. So this line here is one face, and this over here is one face. Okay, so that means all of these will connect and all of these will connect. Okay, just bear with me, you'll see now. So when we go here, we see 1 connects with 5. Okay, so 1 connects with 5. So you can go and draw. Remember, this is construction. 1 connects with 5. So that means that this one over here connects with this 5 as well. Like that. Okay? But then 1 connects with 1. 5 connects with 5. So then 1 connects with 1, like this. And 5 connects with 5. Like that. So you see, we've got that little weird box over there. Next is 2 connects with 3. Okay, so here at the bottom, 2 connects with 3 and 2 connects with 3. Okay, but what happens? 2 connects with 2 and 3 connects with 3. So you can go and connect those. Like that. So now you see we've got that and that. They look the same, yeah? Okay.
Now we're going to do what? 3?
Okay. So now, what connects with 4?
3.
5. 5 connects with 4 and 5 connects with 4. So over here, 5 connects with 4. Like that. And 5 connects with 4, which is over here. Yeah? What else connects with 4? 3. Okay, so 3 connects with 4 over here. And 3 connects with 4 over here. Okay, what else connects?
3 to 5?
No, 3 to 5 we've gotten. There's one more thing that we haven't noticed that there we go. 1 to 2 connects. So 1 to 2 connects and 1 to 2 connects. So you can see over there we have a pentagonal prism. See it? Okay, so that's how we draw a pentagonal prism. But now, there's one more thing we have to do to this specific drawing to be able to finish it, because it's not finished yet. Okay. Now, we go and read the question. A sectional top view. What does the word sectional mean? Cutting. Okay, that means we're going to be cutting this thing using what line? AA line. Okay, so now, pay attention to this. This is important. Okay. AA, we have to bring every point that it cuts on through, downwards. Okay, so it cuts over here. Thankfully, we already have a line coming down. Okay, it cuts over here, which means we have to take a line down. So there. And then it cuts over here, we already have a line. So that's the only lines we have to take down. Just those 3. Okay? So then, what happens now?
And these, say, so what, 4, we cut from 4 to...
Okay, look here.
Okay.
Watch this. Over here, it cuts through 1 and 2. Okay? So just go and make a mark over there on 1 and make a mark on 2. That's all you have to do. Those little dots you see there. It's a bit darker over there. Okay? Then we go and see on this line. That's where it cuts. What line is that? That is 3 to 3 and 5 to 3. 3 to 3 and 5 to 5. Okay? Now we have to go. We search down here. We see, okay, there's 5 to 5. It cuts over there. And then there's 3 to 3. It cuts over there. Okay. So then we have those 2. We have those 2. And then it cuts through 4. So it cuts through over there. So that means, what do? We connect the dots. Okay. Connect the dots. Now it looks like another pentagon in the middle of that, right?
Yes.
Why is that?
You want to left?
Because we've cut it in half completely. So we have. Okay. So now, you must remember that they said it's a top view, which means we're looking at this shape from the top. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to show with an arrow there. Okay, cool. I'm looking from the top, but that means that that whole top piece has been taken off, and now we're looking at this piece from the top. So we're not seeing any of that. We're seeing this from the top. Okay, as if this piece here was cut off completely. Now we need to go and think to ourselves, what parts of this drawing am I still going to be able to see? Okay, so if we go and look at it like this, am I going to see 3 and 5, 3 to 1, or 5 to 1? Not going to see that at all, because it's been completely cut off. So everything on this side, I'm not seeing at all. Everything on this side, I'm going to see. Okay, but it's not completely everything that I'll be able to see, because some of the stuff is hidden behind the drawing, and they didn't ask you for any hidden detail, so you don't have to draw that in. But what I do still see is
3 and 5, 1 and 2.
3 and 5 going to 4. I'm not seeing 1 and 2 because that is behind the drawing. You see over here, it's behind the drawing, because it's a pentagon, so it goes out like that. That is narrow, therefore it's at the bottom. Okay, so if I go and draw in for you what should be seen, your drawing at the end should look like this.
So we drew the person just to get that.
We drew pentagon together.
Okay, see what I've shown there? Okay, what does it still need? Needs one more thing. It's a sectional view, therefore it needs hatching.
I understand.
Okay, so
Oh, yes.
okay, so hatching is there to show you that that specific part has been cut. That's the surface of the cut plane. Okay, you all with me now?
Yes.
So we understand how to do these views.
Yes.
So I'm going to leave you to do this one on the side by yourself.
Okay.
Okay,
We can try.
so I'll give you one hint. This is the point of the drawing, which means on this side has to come a.
The
Left. No. 1.
Man, not one.
Really?
The
XY line.
XY.
Okay, so that means it's
X2, Y2.
Yeah.
that means it's 5 millimeters away, right?
Yes.
Okay, 5 millimeters away, and that means that there's another line that's going to be 5 millimeters away from that. And I'm going to go and draw that in. What do I call it?
X2 and Y2.
X2 and Y2. Okay, but now we see that this XY line, you see I didn't do this one as dark as the other one. This XY line in the middle here has to be extended so that it can fit this in over here. Okay, so that means we have to extend it a little bit further. Okay, what comes here?
The 45-degree angle.
45-degree line. Okay, there we have it. Okay, so next step. Next step is we're taking all of these lines, not the cutting plane lines. Okay, these lines, we're not taking those. We're taking the original lines before we cut it.
Oh,
Okay, so that is 3 and 3, goes through to there, 2 and 2, to there, 4 and 4, 1 and 1, and 5 and 5. Those are the only lines we're taking through.
Okay.
Okay? And then we take them up. Okay? Guys still with me?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, now we've taken those lines up. We need to do one more thing. What's that?
If you compass and
Taking these lines across. Okay. Now we've taken those lines across. Now you see we've got basically like a little grid here. Okay. Now we don't even have to go and measure lines in from here to there and go measure it in here, because now we've got all the points that we need. That's why that 45-degree line is there. It's just to make things easier for you. I mean, you could just go and, okay, put in those lines over there and go measure them in again. I mean, you could go do that. But I mean, why do that if you can just go and do this method? Easier, faster. Okay. So, 4 should line up with 4. So that's over there. And that means this 4 is over here. Right? Cool. So then I go and label them. 4 and 4. So that I don't get confused. Okay. Next one. 3. 3 is?
Going to match up with 3.
3 is going to match up with 3. So 3 is over here. And over here. So that's 3 and 3. Then 5 is going to match up with 5, obviously. 5 should be over here and over here. So label 5 and 5. 1 should match up with 1. Here we go. 1 and 1 and 1. There's 1. And then 2 should match up with 2. So 2 and 2. Okay, do we see what's just been done there?
Yes.
Do we understand what's been done there? Cool. So now we've got all those points. So now it looks weird because we're like, oh, what's happening here? I don't understand. But it's not that hard. We just have to follow the lines. Okay, so we go and look at this one again. Okay, 1 goes to 5. So that means over here, 1 goes to 5. Okay. On the other side, 2 goes to 3. So over here. 2 goes to 3. Okay, that means over here again, 1 goes to 5. That,
Isn't that 1 goes to 3?
nope. 2 goes to 3. 3's on this side, 5's on that side. Okay, then 5 goes to 4, 5 goes to 4. Over here. 5 goes to 4,
Another prism. I've just seen it on the bottom.
5 goes to 4, 3 goes to 4, and 3 goes to 4.
Yes, sir.
Like that. Now you can see I've got a prism again. Okay, obviously 3 goes to 3, 5 goes to 5, 1 goes to 1, 2 goes to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 4 to 4. Those come in as well. But I mean, there are already little faint lines there, so you don't have to go and put them in, you know. Okay, so now we've got our prism. What do we do now? Section. Okay, so over here, that line has already been taken through because it's on a point. That means this line over here needs to be taken through. And that line has already been taken through because it's on a point. Okay, we all understand? So now, that's where the section is. Okay, so we go on to points 1 and 2. So there, that's where the section is, 1 and 2. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, then over here, it goes through points 3 to 5 and 5 to 5. Okay, so here, where's 5 to 5? That's over there. And 3 to 3 is over there.
Isn't it 3 to 5?
No, it's 3 to 3 and 5 to 5.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so 3 to 3 and 5 to 5 over there.
Oh, it's this.
And it comes through point
3 to 4.
4, just point 4. Okay, point 4, so that's over there. Okay, now this is going to look weird because it's not going to look like a big pentagon on this side because this is a
Yes.
different view. Okay, that is a left view. Why is it on my right hand side?
Because of the first angle.
Here we go. It's the first angle. Okay, so what do we do now?
We can
Follow the steps I showed you with this first time. We've gotten all our points, therefore we
connect the dots.
connect the dots. Okay, so over here, there, here to there, and then here to there, and there to there.
We just draw another hexagon.
Yeah, pentagon.
Pentagon.
Okay, so now you see it's a flat pentagon. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because it's section.
Because it's sectioned straight through, therefore it should show another pentagon.
So then should we draw those 45-degree lines?
So, there we go. Now we need to go and see. It is a what view?
Left.
Left view. Right? It's a left view. So we have to draw everything in that we see from the left hand side of the drawing. Right? Okay. So, if this is my top view, would this be my left view?
No. The bottom one.
Hmm?
What?
This is my top view, therefore this should be my
Yeah, left view.
left view. So I'm looking at it over here.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so that means I need to go and put in everything I see. So I will see over here. What's this?
2.
1 and 2. So that means
Connect those. And then 1 and 2.
that I shall see. That will be seen. That. That. Okay. Now what?
4 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 5.
1 to 5 and 2 to 3. Okay. Here we go. One to 5. And 2 to 3. But now, there's another 2 to 3 and 1 to 5. I'm not going to see those because those have been cut off. Okay, those have basically been cut in half because of the section. Okay, so then that means we just follow that sectional line that we've already drawn in. Like that. And over here. Okay, and then we can go and complete those back lines at the sides. And then you see we have our shape. Okay, now we need our hatching lines. Okay, so we can go and put in our hatching lines. Okay, so now those two views are done. See that? Okay, now what am I missing? Let's go back to our question. The given front view, that is this over here. We've done that. Okay, so we put a tick. Okay, then let me just zoom out here. Okay, so we've put a tick on given front view. Okay, sectional top view, so that's this one. So there's a tick. We've done it. What is this? Our sectional left view. We put a tick because we have done it. Now it says the true shape of the cut surface. The true shape of the cut surface. Okay. Now what? Now what? Now your brain is just there like, ugh, what do I do? Okay. Your cut surface is this. See, this whole thing that's been cut, that is your cut surface of both these drawings, but it is your cut surface. Now they want you to show the true shape of that. Because remember, these are at angles. It's not the true shape. That's at an angle. Okay. So now we need to go and draw the true shape of that specific cutting plane. Now, there's a way that you can go and get this. Okay. First of all, we need to go get in an XY line on the side here. How do we get an XY line? 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters on the away from this drawing, so that we don't, get in the way of each drawing. Okay. What do we call this?
X3 and Y3.
X3 and Y3. Okay, so what do we do now?
Take the lines across. Take the lines across.
We can't take the lines across because remember we're working from this. Now we want to get these points onto this.
Mustn't you take your protractor measure to XY and then do a 90-degree curve?
Watch this. The top of this, or this over here, see that? That point over there. That will be the part of my true shape, which means that my XY line now is too short. Okay, so I have to take that up so that I can cross over that. Okay, just erase this X3 and we put that X3 over there. Okay, so now all we have to do, because that is a straight 90-degree line, okay, we can actually just go and take from here See what I've done?
Yeah.
Drawn a line there to that cut, and a line to that cut. So now I've got
You got them all.
that line and that line and that line going through. Okay, so now we've got that line, and that line. So now what do? We actually just go and measure from where? This is going to be quick, don't worry. So we measure from here. See this? That's our cutting plane. We want to measure that and put that in here. So literally all you do is measure to the cuts. So there, 1, follow 1, 1 is over here, over there. All good. Okay? That's it. Then here again, it's cut on point 2. Okay? Just put it in there, measure. There we have it. Okay? Again, on this side, see that's where the cut is. It is measured on 3 to 3 over here. See at the bottom? Okay? Then we go and follow what? 3 to 3 is over here. Okay, so we see that's the curve. So we go and measure it over here. 3 to 3. Okay? Then we want 5, which is right next to it. So that's here at the top. There. See, now we've got that point. Yeah? One more point. So that's point 4. So here. Point 4 over here. We're looking.
Yeah.
Point 4 over there. See, it goes through to there. Point 4. So now we have all the points we need to go and draw in . Our true shape. That's our true shape. What do we do to that?
We use our, what's it called? No, that's about O. What's that?
All done. Okay, all understand?
Yeah.